Hello everyone, welcome to Know-How Webinars Masterclass. This is an online short training course for the professional development and it's managed by Technobiz. Today I'm going to give you a quick intro and the orientation for the participant who are joining this masterclass on compression rubber molding, which is a basically mainly 2-day program, but on third day we have a Q&A session only. Thank you all who registered for this program on the schedule of from 10 to 12th November. So this video, this presentation is about the what is included in this program, who's a speaker, how you get links, and how to ask questions, what kind of other is necessary information I will introduce to you so that your participation will be smoother for the 3 days. Okay? First of all, I'd like to introduce to you about our speaker for this masterclass. This is Mr. Terry Chapin. He's a specialist in rubber molding. I'll give you some intro about him. He's currently a rubber technologist at Elastomer, doing rubber consulting, training, and teaching. He has worked as a senior materials engineer, working with Elastomer and foam materials, senior rubber technical and cost leader, and also a tool engineer for rubber and plastic molds. He holds 2 US patents, has been involved in the rubber industry for the last 40 years, working with rubber companies globally. He's also a regular contributor for the training courses in the university level as well as in plant training programs across the world. I believe that his presentation on the compression rubber molding would be very useful to you. Along with today's masterclass, he also contributed a number of other know-how webinars on very specific subjects of the rubber molder. This is a list. It covers a broad range, some basics, some very specific topic related to molding. Please do check our website knowhow-webinars.com for the details and registration process. These webinars are available on schedule as well as on demand to view them appropriately. Terry has also developed a software tool for the benefit of the rubber molders. It's for the Chapin molded rubber parts cost calculator. Basically, this gives an estimated the cost of the molded rubber parts. It's a very good tool for the all rubber mold product manufacturers. And so if you're interested, you can contact us to knowhow-webinars.com. Okay, let's dive into the topic is on the compression rubber molding. As I mentioned to you, this is basically mainly 2-day program, but third day is a Q&A session only. It's altogether we have 8 modules, and altogether it's 8 plus training hours. It is divided into these topics in module basis. In module 1, module 1 is introduction to compression molding. Module 2 is rubber processing, part deflashing. Module 3 and module 4 is basically focus on compression mold design as a part 1 and part 2. Module 5 on pulse filling and compression freeforms. Module 6 on platen mold mounting and mold insulation. Module 7 air removal for compression molding. And finally, module 8 is focused on the troubleshooting on compression molding. This is how it covers the basics, design, troubleshooting, and I think it's covered all the main issues about the compression rubber molding. After finishing all the modules, we have a Q&A session based on questions what we receive. The time zones, you see this program during the 10th to 12th, it's basically, it's available in 4 time zones in Asia, Thailand and India, Europe, Middle East, Central Europe as a time zone, for the delegate from North America as in USA and Eastern time zone. So if you're from, you can choose any of the time zones that you would like to join, but all these days 10th, 11th, you can view them appropriately as per the time zones you are located. Okay, that's a day 1. What we cover in the day 1. Day 1 we cover 4 modules. This is the list of the time schedule. Okay, first module, introduction to compression molding. After between each module, there is a screen break, or also for a refreshment break or a lunch break, which are appropriately, so that you have a break for each module. And you receive the links for each module separately to view them. Okay. And this is module 3, module 4. And day 2, we cover on the 11th of November. focus on module 5, pulse filling and compression-free forms. Module 6, on the patterns, mold mounting. Module 7, air removal for compression molding. And module 8 is a troubleshooting. So it's in day 1 and day 2 is basically you have a presentations from module 1 to module 8. Each module, between each module, between the modules, you have the breaks as well. On day 3 is a purely Q&A session, and this Q&A session is in a live session, and it happens in the US Eastern Time Zone on the 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And all the questions that you have submitted during module 1 to module 8, we discuss those questions here. We don't discuss the questions immediately after the modules, but we combine all the questions we received and we address them in this session. Okay? You can also ask more questions during this session if you have not submitted any during the module presentations. Okay? If you are not available on this, this time zone due to the inconvenience, I will arrange you the alternate schedule to view the recorded version. Okay. If you're from the Indian time zone, it starts at 7:30, and Thailand time zone is 9 p.m. and Central is at 3 p.m. So please check the time zones appropriately. Okay. And when you type your questions and you write your questions, make sure that you write correctly, clearly. And also, if you not submit immediately the questions, you can also send an email to me with the questions, or also maybe would like to add any pictures or videos, so we can use those in the Q&A session. Okay? That's how we want to do it. We try to make as useful as possible this masterclass. Well, in all our masterclass, we have this called Technobiz knowledge test. Basically, this knowledge test is not about, it's about basically reinforcing the subject you learn in these modules from module 1 to module 8. This test you can complete any day during the 13 to 15 November. In one shot is 60 minutes assessment test. Before you go for this test, I encourage you to review all the documents you received and review them. Basically, the questions are basically aimed to reinforce subject, what Terry has taught in the module 1 to module 8. And we will send the links on the 13th November. You will receive an email. How to ask questions? There are 2 ways you can ask a question, or 3 ways you can say. Post questions. You can post. There is a box in the question box. You can post the questions during the session of each module, or after finishing the module, you get one kind of feedback form where you can post any of the questions you have. Okay. Suppose you miss those to answer, you may get some questions later on. You can just send an email. Okay, and so that I combine all the questions received and we address them in the Q&A session. Okay. Again, I do repeat that please write your questions clearly so that the speaker understands them and address them appropriately. Okay. Training handout. Of course, even this you will receive in a training handout in PDF format, and you receive a module basis training handout. So we upload a document for each module during this program. When you're viewing the module, you can look for the module to download. You can download it to computer, trying to understand that this is a copyrighted document. Okay. Suppose you miss some modules for some other urgent engagements that you got into, and you can view the record version of these modules at your preferred schedule, but there is an additional cost for it. It's cost $35 plus for the per module per person. And if you need more information on this, you can always write to my email, param.technology@gmail.com. Okay. So Masterclass certificate is basically for the participants who complete all the modules as well as like knowledge test. Then only we give you the Masterclass certificate. What platform we use? Basically, for these know-how webinars, we use a GoToWebinar platform. It's similar to many other programs like Zoom or WebEx or Teams or many others in the market you find, but we use a GoToWebinar platform. Okay, when you receive a link for each module separately, okay, basically we send one day before or one night before, so that you get you get links appropriately in time. You click on the join webinar, okay, and you get started. Okay, I recommend to log in 10 minutes before scheduled time of each module. and also check your audio settings. Okay? And if your company, you are using a, company computer or laptop, if it is restricted in terms of security, you better take assistance from your IT to allow you to use this GoToWebinar platform. Okay? This is how it works. Once you click and go to join webinar, if something pops up like this, open, go to opener, click on it, then it takes, I think, 5 to 10 seconds, depending on your internet speed. The next you will see like this. Then the panel opens. Okay? And you may see this panel, and you can click on that arrow. You can hide the panel. And if you have a problem with the sound, you're not sure about it, you can do the sound check. Okay? So that there is no interruptions for your, during the program for you. Okay? But just before, you will see the pop in the screen like this, and basically starts on time as per the schedule we have given. Okay? And handout documents, you'll see the on the panel you see that this icon like this for the documents. You can click on it, then it pops up all the documents there for each module. You can download them. Click on it and you can download them. Okay? And see, all our master classes, we try our best to keep the same agenda, but sometimes there are some changes to be made due to unavoidable circumstances. So we have a right to changes. But this program, there are not any changes with the schedules. Okay? I'll just give you the other master classes that you might be interested to join in the future. Okay? We have a 10-day master class on the rubber compounding for non-tire products. We have 8-day master class on tire compounding, a 2-day master class on rubber hose technology, and 2-day on the rubber mixing plant design and layout. We have rubber behavior 1-day, and compression molding, what you talking about today. That's compression rubber molding 2-day. Improving performance of field elastomers, it's a 3-day program. We have 2-day on EPDM rubber technology applications and TPV technology 1-day. So, but we are also adding so many more master classes in the near future. I encourage you to check the know-how-master.com. And if you need assistance, this is, you don't have to contact me. I can be reached by the WhatsApp, email, or so even you use a Twitter or the line. So write to me if you have any problem. I'm hoping that this masterclass on the compression will be useful to you, your work, and also your company. Okay, and I wish that you utilize it as best as you can. Okay, thank you very much, and have a good training program. Thank you, and bye bye for now.